The only place where democracy comes before work is in the dictionary. That's a quotation from Ralph Nader, but it's true. That is absolutely true. Daily democracy requires daily citizenship. Another one from Ralph Nader. Ralph Nader, one of our greatest citizens, one of our greatest fellow human beings. Friends, look at this. Save our democracy, no kings, no dictators, no oligarchs, toddlers against tyranny, ready to fight. Friends, these Americans came ready to fight, man. They came with their dukes up. Friends, we got memes. We got serious signs. We got people saying they want peace. They don't want kings. They want peace. They want democracy. They don't want kings, friends. And this is the Fourth Estate reporting. And dear Mr. President, if you happen to make it out this way, you might want to have your plane either fly over Randolph, Vermont, maybe drop some flyers, but you might not want to stop here, Mr. President, unless you want to get booed. They don't like the kings. And we're reporting live. But Mr. President, we wish you all the best. I hope you're happy and blessed with your family, live at peace. No one gets hurt. But friends, we don't want a king out here. Nobody likes a king in America. And let's continue to see if we can see some more of these signs out here. We got one down here that says no kings. Fred, you can see these signs all over.
If you touch the red,
yeah,
it's wet.
Oh, it's wet. Oh my goodness. The sign, I will take it as I read the art, interpret it my own way. Democracy is always wet. You got to be careful. Also, the other thing is, friends, things can always be changed. You can take that at the ballot box, get rid of it. But friends, it's going to require every single person to stop just honking and booing and get out and vote, dear friends. Become the Fourth Estate, whether you're creating art, whether you're creating a voice, whether you're writing songs, music, in the supermarket, buying food, you are the Fourth Estate. And this is what it's all about. Reporting, do not be silent, show what you see, tell what you hear, do not whisper, friends. And the crowds are only gathering. The crowds are only getting larger out here. This started at noon, but there were people already gathered here at 11:30. Now I've lost count. This is just incredible, friends. This is absolutely incredible. No King's Day. Let's see if we can get some more people over here. Oh, look at this. Let's see if we can come along here like this. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we're moving along here. Look at that. Yep. Look at that. Yeah. We are reporting live, friends, from the scene. No King's Day. Right here in Randolph, Vermont. And this is where it's at, friends. People are saying they don't want kings in America. They don't want a king in America. What they do want is they want congressional oversight. And they want loyalty to and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States. And that they want every person to be equal under the law. And they want no more of these ICE raids that are under no oversight. The Congress has no there's no accountability here. The courts are powerless. The Congress seems powerless. Friends, the people must vote. And I'm telling you that. This is my opinion. I'm not hiding behind the camera. I'm not on the other side of the camera. I'm standing in front of the camera, on this side of the camera, and I'm telling you what I think, friends. Yes, I'm reporting the news, but I'm also telling you, friends, that I have a stake in this. I am a citizen. I am the Fourth Estate reporting. Look at this. I am here at the No King's Day. I would dare call it a celebration of democracy and freedom, but I would also call it a protest. It is a protest against kings in America, of having a king in America. It's a protest against the current administration. Some would dare call it a regime where the current president and the so-called ICE raids are simply not being accountable to Congress or the people. So everyone's out here today making their statements known, telling people what they think, telling the president what they think, and they don't want a king. They don't want anyone to come out and tell them what to think, how to dress, who to marry, what time they need to go to bed, which Bible to read or whatever. And we have some people out. Are you out supporting the No King's Day today?
No, but I do support the cause.
Yes. So we are having many people out. I just met one person standing right here that supports the cause. And I think most people that I've met out here are in line with the message of democracy and voting. And most of the time, some people have a different opinion of what that means. But I'm simply asking the citizens, do you have an opinion on what they're doing here? You're not part of it?
I just learned about it. I was just out here getting food.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to make a statement for the camera? Or not? Okay, so I'm here live at the No King's Day Parade in Randolph, Vermont. And I have a local resident here that said that they would like to make a statement regarding this day and event.
Well, I would like to say something to Trump. If you want us to like you, better learn about history and learn about us. Have a great day. Be safe. Bye. Have a great day. Be safe.
There you go. The word of the citizen speaks for itself. Moving along now, friends, we're still walking along. We're still making our way through. This event we're going to go head up to the gazebo now. We're headed up here now to the gazebo, friends, where we have some people that have some more signs. We're going to get up here to the gazebo area and see if we can find out how this event came together and who is exactly in charge of this event. Somehow we're going to learn this. How this event came together and who's in charge of this event, because this is a beautiful event. It's one of the most beautiful events we've ever seen. This is tremendous. These protesters are the most tremendous protesters ever. They're sick of kings. Friends, they're saying that they're sick of kings. They don't want kings. They had kings 7,000 years ago. They don't want to go back that far. We got some more signs here. What do we got? Hope for the future. If we rise up. Friends, there's that I word again. That's what I like to call the IF word. Right? Friends, nobody wants to live under a dictatorship. And then here we have more American flags. We're seeing so many of these flags out today. It's unbelievable, friends. The numbers don't lie. And many people are saying this, by the way, that the American flag is a great symbol of hope and justice, and we want to keep it that way. Oh, we got more people honking the horn out here today, friends. Let's come on up here to the gazebo. Where is Phil? I got to see all this now. Who's Phil? Dr. Phil?
The man who's supposedly a governor in our state.
Oh, I just moved here, so I'm Oh, okay. I get you. Okay. Another one. Another statement by the citizens out here. Another sign. Love. I saw this one earlier. Love equals equity. Equity equals love. All humans belong. Appropriate message for today as you take a look. All manner of human beings are here. Shapes, sizes, colors, flags. I've even seen American flags in different sizes. Look, here's a little dog out here now, friends. We've got dogs out here. People are bringing their pets. This is one of the most peaceful gatherings, if you can call it a protest. This protest, friends, is more like a celebration of democracy. This protest is a celebration of freedom of speech, of the First Amendment. And as far as I'm concerned, we need the First Amendment. Hey, look at this, friends. We've still got people driving by. And we're now at 12:30. People are putting their signs up. Here's one that says, "True patriots agree, America has no king." And if you can read, I'll help you read. I can read it to you. These people out here have copies of the Constitution. True patriots agree. FEMA is for everyone. Democracy dies while Trump lies. If I may get a picture of this sign here. This one here is a message from one of the people that is gathered to say they are part of this. Well, I think they're part of this No King's Day. But these are some of the signs we're saying democracy dies while Trump lies. The citizens are having their voice. Another one here, Fifth Amendment. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. And this is a recurring theme, friends. Due process, everyone's under the law is equal. No kings above the law. People are very unhappy. I'm very unhappy. People are they're mad as hell. They're frustrated. They're trying to work within the system. And at every turn, this president is more and more acting like a tyrant. And so we, the citizens, are saying to you, the president, no, this is enough. we're going to 86 you at the ballot box, Mr. President. You heard me correctly. We're going to 86 you at the ballot box, Mr. President. It's called voting. It's a right that Americans have, and it's an obligation that serious Americans take very seriously. We're going to vote. We're going to 86 you, Mr. President, out of office. And then I'll bake you a cake, and I'll write you letters, and I hope you live a long and healthy life. Be safe and peaceful and don't hurt anybody. But guaranteed on election day, Mr. President, my vote is going to be to get rid of you unless you change the way you're doing things immediately. Cast off these weirdos that are speaking into your ear, they do not seek to help America, and they don't seek to help you. Look, I'm a member of the press, and I'm giving my opinion. I'm not hiding on the other side of this camera. I'm telling you exactly what I think. I'm not hiding. I'm telling you what I think, and I'm telling you where I'm at. If you want to come out and you want to meet these citizens, well, this is your voter base right here. This is America. This is America right here. We see signs, friends. We see more signs out here. There's signs everywhere. People everywhere. Human beings of all shapes and sizes. And if you want to know if they're men or women or whatever they are, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. These are Americans. They're people out here telling it like it is. And friends, we're going to see if we can go through here some more and see Kamala was right about everything. I love my country. Trump hates our Constitution. Now here's another sign. Here's a big one. Got to see if we can catch it. See if we can catch this one out here. Friends, a big sign here. If I can catch this sign, democracy will endure, but only if we refuse to let it be stolen. And this is the essence of today's message. No kings in America, but it doesn't happen because we wished for it, or honked for it, or prayed for it, or thought about it. We have to get out and we have to do the work, and we have to vote, and we have to leaflet, and we have to call our friends and our neighbors, and we have to talk out loud at the supermarket, and we have to show up for these events such as No King's Day in America. Be peaceful, be loving according to your best, hopefully the best way that you can be that doesn't cause any violence towards anybody. If you're committing violence, no, we don't want that. You're not part of this assembly. We are here in a peaceful manner. As you can see, this is a celebration of democracy, of our rights, of our, dare I say it, obligation to make America great again every single day. And we're not taking it back 50 years, 200 years, 300 years, 4,000 years. We've done all that. We're done with kings. We had king, we don't do it, we're done. There you go. Now we're right back here. Boy, I got carried away there. This is the 4th Estate reporting. Vermont says no. Man, look at that. We've got people that look like they're being attacked. This is what we're dealing with, friends. People being snatched up. I'm just interpreting this as I have experienced it. People being snatched up, puppets, militaries, controlled by Uncle Sam. Friends, this is a picture painted to get a picture in your mind of what is going on in our world. This is America you want. This is America you love. Hey, have at it, man. You vote the way you vote. But I'm voting the 86-47 the next election. That's at the ballot box. Come on, don't twist it. You didn't find this on some random thing at the beach. I said it on purpose. 86-47 at the ballot box. It means you're fired. When somebody says 86, it means you're fired.
Oh.
Yeah, and then James Comey, the former director of the FBI, either he did it on purpose or didn't. I don't know, and I don't care. But he put up a little thing that said 86-47, which, because Trump is the 47th president of the United States, somehow some weirdo out there said 86 meant do the K-I-L-L word on the president. But it means get fired, it means get rid of you, it means you're out of here. 86, yeah. Yeah, these people are weirdos, man. Trust me. The 4th Estate reporting to set the record straight. 86 means you're fired. If you want to make it mean something else, that's fine. I intend to fire this guy in the White House. He doesn't belong there. No, not the direction he's going. 86-47 at the ballot box. Here we go. Anti-lies, anti-racism, anti-hate. We're in this together. I agree. We're here together. I'm reporting, and yet here I am. Here's some more signs here. FEMA for everyone. No oligarchy. Most of our ancestors were immigrants. Hey, justice for all of us illegals, not just me. All of us illegals, not just me. Come on now. Every one of us now is an American. I am a gay. Hey, yeah. I am an immigrant. I am an illegal. I am an American. I am trans. Friends, it's now the time when all Americans will stand together as one and say this: no kings. And when they come for me, guess what? When they come for you, they're coming for me. When they come for you, they're coming for me. They came for them, they're coming for you next. Not on my watch, because I'm you and you're me. You want to get to that person? Guess what? I am that person. Now, who are you going to snatch up? You want to take these people? I am them. I am they and they are me. There's more honking out here for democracy. And again, there's a lot of people out here in Vermont asking where the governor is. Maybe it's rhetorical. I don't know. But I can tell you this, friends, they're not happy with the condition of this country as it's headed under President Trump. He's acting like a dictator and people are saying no. And it looks like the crowds are somewhat thinning out now, but it's still here. There's some people still here. I think it was scheduled to go until possibly 1 or 2. We're moving around, friends. Still looking through the signs, still seeing these people are proud to be carrying the American flag, proud to be saying they don't want a king, they want democracy. They want to be able to vote and have their votes be heard, and they do not want people telling them, especially religious nuts. They don't want religious nuts telling them how to live, telling them who to vote for, telling them which bathroom to use, telling them which newspapers they're allowed to read. Here's another good one over here. Republicans, take back your party, stop the madness, lock him up. And then they are noting here a $45 million ego parade. And this has to do with, I guess it's a military day parade. Here's another one here. We got another constitutional comment. There's something on the back of that one. Can I see the back of that sign? Bring them back. I assume it means all the people that they deported wrongfully with no due process. And the government's out of control, friends, and this is where it's at today. Time to take back the government at the ballot box. Time to 86 the president at the ballot box. Time to take back our country at the ballot box. Time to say this: no more kings at the ballot box, friends. This is the Fourth Estate reporting. Every citizen must be the Fourth Estate now. As you can see, this is the Fourth Estate today, friends. This is the American system today. And if people don't like it, you can either stay home and continue to watch American Idol season number 39. People are clapping, honking. Or you can get out, vote. You can get out, support your local congressional representative, your local dog catcher, whatever. The point is, this is no time to sit around and just clap and honk for democracy, friends. We need to be out and we need to vote. So as soon as we get home, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna get on the telephone and I'll be calling my congressional representative and I'll be sending him or her a copy of the video that I took today, a link to the video, because they need to know that these people are not joking around. Look, now we have people marching across the street. If you can call it a march, which I do. Let's see if we get the camera turned over there. Look at that, here they come. These people are literally walking down the street for democracy. They are literally saying, we don't want any kings.
See, now we actually hang together, work together sometimes. I mean, you know.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
This is my boss.
March for the world!
Friends, this is really a big deal. Now listen, we've got more people coming along here down the line. Let's follow down the line here, friends, and see if we can see them. Look at this. We've got signs down here, friends. Look at this. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you, friends, these people, listen, they're all over the place. And now here we've got more coming down the line here. I like my country nice, neat, no ice. Come on now. Very creative. Here we got same shit, different hat. We got them coming down again. Independence Day 2.0. You want to be a king? Read your history books. And then we see dissent is patriotism. Hey, now we're talking. Hey, there we go. That is not Steve Jobs, by the way. We see more signs. May I see the signs? We're getting a report here. What did the signs say? Democracy dies while Trump lies. We've seen them. Yep. Big day for American citizens as they proclaim supposedly no kings day. That's to say, Americans don't want a king ruling over them. Americans do not want kings telling them what to do, and they do not want weirdos telling them which bathroom to use and who to marry. That's pretty much all it is. That's my point of view. You may have a different opinion than me. I'm just giving you my own opinion. My own opinion is that that's what these people are saying, and I agree with them. We've got people walking down the street in every direction of Main Street, one way and the other way. And you can see the American flag is prominently displayed here. And no one is ashamed to be flying this flag. As a matter of fact, it seems to be the streets are lined with American flags today. And so much love for people and so much peace here today. People are full of love here today and peace. They're spreading democracy one sign at a time, friends. No one here is ashamed and no one here is afraid. I myself am in front of the camera. We've got more people restore. This is absolutely incredible. This is what it's all about. People are reaching out to their fellow neighbors and they're saying, no more kings in this country. We had them before. We did it before. We're not doing it again. And now we're here on June 14th, 2025, across America. But we are in Randolph, Vermont, as we're traveling the globe, friends, reporting the news live, breaking news on the scene. Now here we see another one that says, democracy will endure, but only if we refuse to let it be stolen. Now these are signs that these local residents have made. I don't know where they all come from. I don't know where they all live, but I can tell you this, they all have a single message. And that single message is, no kings in America. No kings in America. We have dogs out here, friends. We have people honking, friends. Now I have noticed that there's a couple of local police officers out here. Not that big of a deal. There's one over there, friends. Might see if we can get an interview with them later. Stop the killing, stop the hate. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter. So let's see if we can cross this street and come at it here from the other side here and take a look and see, because this is really something, friends. We've got to take a look here. We've got signs everywhere, people everywhere. Man, every shape, color, size, style. Let's see if we can go across the street here and see what we got. Resist. We will resist Trump's hate. And that's the central message of today, is that we will resist Trump's hate, friends. We're not going to act like that. We're not going to give in to that. We're going to be this America that we want America to be, friends. We've got people crossing the street, friends. Yeah, we've got people honking their horns. And this is where we're at today, friends, in America. The real fraud, the felon in office, the real waste. 45 million for military parade. Man, they don't even have calculators that big. Friends, we are reporting the news live as we see it. We're reporting and reporting as we encounter it, as we hear it. This is not going to go away. This is not going to, well, they could erase it. But that's why every citizen needs to be the fourth estate reporting. Because when they start to erase this stuff off the internet, which they will attempt to erase this off the internet, we need to all have a record of this as much as we can, either on a hard drive or in a written form, because the American people must have a record. Here's some more signs out here. We are patriots. We are patriots. Starving the poor. We see a lot of references to the poor. Money for parades. Money for military parades, but no money for the poor. Medicaid. That kind of thing. Starving the poor to feed the rich. This is a classic. Man, it never goes out of style. There you go. It's the same message today. It's been going on for hundreds of thousands of years. The same right here in America. People are tired of it. And now you got a guy in the White House that's acting like a dictator. Come on. Americans are tired of it now. Don't erase history. And this is another one, friends. People are calling to history. They're saying, remember history. Do not forget history. And this is what they're seeing out here today. Let's see if we can just hear some of the voices out here themselves. We will allow the citizens to speak for themselves out here.
Yes.
The fourth estate reporting. We must all be the fourth estate. Well, the government's taking down our websites and restricting the access that we have to the news. We must all be our own reporters. So I'm out here today reporting on the news. You see it. Would you like to have your sign on the news? I'll give you my card too if you want my card. Yeah, let me give you my card. I'll give it to you in a minute. That way you can see my.
I have to be.
You can see my website. You do have to be cautious.
I have a
Oh, I hear that. I have to be very careful. All right, Masa Moore. People are saying out here they got to be careful. Some people are careful about being on camera, and as they should be, because the government is monitoring everybody out here today. I promise you. I got the police department over there, but yeah, it's nothing big. No conspiracy theories. But the government is always now trying to tell you who to marry, where you can go to sleep, what time you can watch this, what pictures you can look at. People don't want it. They don't want religious nuts telling them how to live. People don't want religious nuts telling their kids how to live. Look, man, I'm telling you, even if you're religious, just don't be a religious nut and just don't tell other people how to live their life. That's it. This is the Fourth Estate reporting. Friends, we'll be right back. Got to take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages.